Hello everyone, in this video we show how to use the OLED diagnostic JIG to troubleshoot no power or no picture issues. To use the JIG with other picture issues, see the link to another video here and in the description of this video. When the TV does not turn on or no picture appears, it may not be possible to see if the panel is damaged. Then it is difficult to determine which part is causing the issue. Is the panel damaged, triggering the protection function that prevents the TV to turn on? Or is it a faulty power board, not delivering the correct voltages? Or is it a faulty main board that is not sending the power on signal, or is not sending a picture? In that case you can use the OLED diagnostic JIG. The JIG is connected to the T-con and the power board instead of the main board. The JIG sends the power on signal and will try to activate a colored test pattern on the screen. This will help you to inspect which part is causing the issue. Before using the JIG, visually inspect the panel. You can use your phone's flashlight to search for damages. Also at the borders of the panel where there can be cracks. If you can see the panel is damaged, using the JIG is not necessary, just replace the OLED module. Also, before using the JIG, make sure the issue is not caused by the FFC cables connected to the T-con. If one of these connections is faulty, replacing other parts will not solve the issue. Unplug the power to the TV and take off the back cover. Also, unscrew and lift this bracket to check this side of the FFC cables. Inspect if there is any damage on the cables or strange substances on the pins. And make sure that the connections are aligned and fastened correctly. If needed, first fix or replace an FFC cable and then check if the issue still occurs. To connect the OLED diagnostic JIG, unplug the power to the TV. Disconnect the 24-pin power connection cable from the main board and connect it to the JIG. Disconnect the 41-pin VX1 cable between the T-con and main board. This is to protect the main board. Disconnect the 51-pin VX1 cable from the main board and connect it to the JIG. Be aware that on some 2023 and 2024 TV models, the VX1 cable is slightly smaller than the connector on the JIG. In that case, instead of using the existing cable, use a 51-pin VX1 cable from an OLED C2 or OLED C3. Here you can see some part numbers of VX1 cables that you can use. You can also find these in the description of this video. You can use any of these cables, they differ in length, but the functionality is the same. We recommend that you order one of these cables and keep that cable fixed to your JIG and always use that on all models instead of using the existing cable. When the JIG is connected, plug in the power to the TV. The red LED on the JIG should turn on. Put the TV in upright position to have a good view on the whole panel. A pattern with changing colors should be displayed. If the pattern appears, you know the power board is okay. The pattern helps you to see damages which may not be visible when there is no picture. Thoroughly inspect the whole panel. If the panel is damaged, the issue must be caused by the panel. In that case, replace the OLED module. If the panel is not damaged, the issue must be caused by a faulty main board. In that case, replace the main board. If the pattern does not appear, check the red LED on the JIG. If the LED is off, the issue must be caused by a faulty power board. In that case, replace the power board. If the LED is on, investigate further if the power board is faulty. Disconnect the cables from the power board to the T-con. Check the output voltage VT and VD. You can find the correct voltages printed on the power board. If the voltages are okay, the power board is okay, and the issue must be caused by a damaged panel. In that case, replace the OLED module. If the voltages are not okay, the issue must be caused by a faulty power board. In that case, replace the power board. If the pattern does not appear when using the JIG with one of these listed models, then also use a tweezer tool to short circuit R32 on the T-con board. This is how you can use the OLED diagnostic JIG to troubleshoot no power or no picture issues. For any question, contact your local LG technical support.